Thank you for joining me today. In this video, you will learn neurotransmission. Chemical neurotransmission is the core biological process underlying all psychopharmacology, representing how the neurons communicate by chemical signals at the synapses. In this process, electric impulses, action potential, travel down neurons, leading to the release of neurotransmitters such as dopamine, serotonin, norepinephrine, GABA, glutamate into the synaptic cleft. These neurotransmitters bind to receptors on the postsynaptic neuron, altering cell activity and ultimately influencing behavior, cognition, mood, perception. For a provider's clinical reasoning perspective, every psychiatric disorder can be conceptualized as dysregulation of a specific neurotransmission systems within neutral circuits. For example, schizophrenia led by dopamine dysregulation. Depression is led by or caused by Depression is caused by serotonin and norepinephrine imbalance. Schizophrenia is caused by dopamine dysregulation. Anxiety is caused by GABA and limbic hyperactivity. Psychiatric medications exert their effects by modifying this signaling process, either by increasing the neurotransmitter availability, such as SSRIs, or blocking the receptors activation, like psychocholinergic. It is critical to understand that neurotransmitter is not binary, but occurs along the dynamic spectrum of signaling intensity, which explains why the medication rarely turn off symptoms completely but increase moderate neutral activity. Advanced clinical insight, the therapeutic window in a psychiatric reflects achieving an optimal neurotransmission, not maximal or minimal activity, but balancing a signaling across the circuits. Okay. transporters regulate neurotransmitters availability by reuptake into presynaptic neurons. SSRIs, for instance, blocks increase serotonin in the synaptic cliff. Clinically, this explains the delay therapeutic onset neuron adaptation and receptor changes take time. Receptors are the most critical target for antipsychotic and many psychiatric medications. Drugs can act as either agonist, which stimulate the receptor, anti-agonist, which blocks the receptor, partial agonist, which stabilize the activity. This is the functional for understanding dopamine pathway effects. D2 antagonists decrease the psychosis symptoms, but also increases EBS symptoms and prolactin effects. Enzymes degrade the neurotransmitters. MAO inhibitors increase monoamines by blocking the breakdown, but regularly dietary restriction due to systemic effect. For prescribing standpoint, this target explains why two drugs can treat the same disorder but have different side effects, why the receptors selectively matter, why does determine which receptors are affected. For example, low-dose Seroquel leads antihistamine or sedation. High dose of Seroquel causes dopamine blockage, anti-psychiatric effect. This called receptor binding hierarchy. Thank you for joining me today. I would love to see you in my next video. Thank you.